This is Swapnil, and recently he got recommended in his third attempt. He's having a very interesting journey because he really worked in a very interesting manner for himself. So tell about it, Swapnil.
So in my third attempt, what I did was there were five things mainly. First one was independence. Whatever tasks that I did, I made sure I involved myself, kept myself there, and made sure it is done in a proper and an orderly way. When it comes to household chores, cleaning, sweeping, everything I did it by myself.
What inspired you to be this independent? And I have seen a lot of students they'll say कि हम तो अगर जॉब भी करेंगे तो हमारा प्रिपरेशन नहीं होगा और तुम तो स्वीपिंग खाना बनाना सब कुछ ही कर रहे थे. So what inspired you?
So I don't take these things as small tasks. Throughout my life, I have been a day scholar in my home. I did not get that independence which I should have got ideally. So I tried to tweak these things in my preparation. My mom, she went someplace. She went to my father's place, and when I did these things, that originality factor came in every task. Whenever I was writing my TATs, I could correlate these things in while writing as well.
So that means it's not that you wrote what you are, but you also developed what you wanted to write.
Certainly.
And
Ma'am gave me an advice of meditation over a flower in a lake. That basically helps to calm my mind. So every morning, and I included it in my routine post running, and this really helped me out. It gave me some me time where I could do some self talk as well and get to know myself better in a more orderly way. And then there were many things. I made sure I read newspaper on a daily basis, because SSB is not just all about psychology. It is about how you manage, how well read you are. So newspapers played a very crucial role, and I dedicated 2 hours for it.
What else?
And then I never lost the originality. SSB is one place where your personality is judged based on your originality. So I made sure that every task which I am doing, I am there. If it's a GTO task, even if I know my peers are not performing well, I made sure that I had that smile on my face so that everyone gets cheered up and people don't get motivated. So these small things, people don't get demotivated. Yes.
With that, you also told me that you used to do a lot of self-talk.
Yeah.
So tell others about it.
So every evening, whatever task that I had done on that particular day, whatever things I was lacking in, I did a small self-talk with myself for about 30 odd minutes, because it was my evening walk time. And I made sure that whatever things which was going wrong, I had a mind map of it in my brain, and I thought of how to develop these things, how to improve on it, and made a plan out of it. And the very next day I worked on it. So this is how, through small steps, I improved slowly.
What was your daily routine, Swapnil, while you were preparing?
Well, my daily routine was every morning I used to wake up at 6. The first thing that I did was to go on a run. I went for 3 kilometers or 5 kilometer running, came back home, freshened up, and had some tea, and then thereafter I read newspapers. So that was one dedicated time slot of 2 hours. Uske baad, then I started my preparation with psychology first, when I used to sit, analyze pictures, think on ideas, write them down. I had maintained a register of TATs, WATs. I used to write, revise. I did not revise stats, but I did revise VATs, because that was one area I lacked. And various options that can be there in a picture. I used to explore that. I used to read about certain situations, how to handle. Say, for example, if there is a fire, what are the possible options I can take to actually handle that situation? And I kept myself in those pictures, and then decided my course of action.
So if you have to give everyone one line advice, what will you give?
One line advice would be yourself. For psychology, right? For everything. Be yourself. Don't try to have a masked personality. I'm sure if you are having that office, if you behave like an officer, if you walk, talk and behave like an officer, you will certainly make it.
क्योंकि वो